My name's Victoria. My dad has Alzheimer's. He's had Alzheimer's for the past, I think, 6 or 7 years. So I was 19. I was just about 19 when he was properly diagnosed. I was also living overseas. So that was quite hard to find out that over a call because I didn't really know that they were even looking at anything, and I know that it took them about a year to officially diagnose him. They were quite reluctant because he was only 48, I think, so he got diagnosed with early onset. I'm quite organised, and Dad and I used to plan quite a few of our family holidays, and so them coming over, Dad and I had planned a few things, and he kept saying to me, have you booked this, have you booked this? And I was like, but that was what you were booking, like I'm booking this stuff, you're doing that. And he was like, oh, can you just book it, can you just book it? And I just kind of put it down to, you know, last minute, he's busy, that kind of thing. But then when we were travelling around, I noticed that he would get disorientated a lot more than normal. And I remember Mum and I were at the beach one day and Dad was like, I'm gonna go for a walk. We were on this island in Greece and he just disappeared for about an hour and a half, and we were like, has he gone to the other side of the island? I think there was a stage where he kind of switched from, when it switched from being obvious that it was just a memory thing to a full body thing and a cognitive thing and those kinds of things. I think once we saw them, we reacted to them, we learned that that was part of the process, then we could talk about it with other people. I had a friend ring me up in the street and say, oh, I've just seen your dad, you know, will he recognise me if I say hi? I didn't say hi. And I was like, well, he either will or he won't, but he's not going to tell you to go away because he doesn't know who you are. So advice I would give would be to treat the person as you would. Remember that their reality is here and now. It's actually just a good lesson in general to be present in the here and now. Don't focus on the things that they forget, the things that they struggle with, just help them along, that kind of thing. And don't ignore them, you know, they're still there. They still want to talk, they still want to be part of something. At my job, I always, they knew, and I was quite open about it, and I'd always have funny stories to tell about Dad, and I really enjoy it when people laugh at stories. He still loves telling jokes. He's really, really witty. Yeah, there's definitely good times, and I think that's what you have to focus on, and you know, laughter is the best medicine, they say. So my support base, I would say, has been fairly consistent. I think I've been really lucky to keep the friends that I have for as long as I have. I have probably 2 main groups of friends, one that I met in primary school, so I've known them since I was 5 and 6, and there's sort of 5 girls in that group, and then there's probably 7 or 8 girls from my high school that I'm still friends with, and all of them I'm quite open and honest about what's going on and that kind of thing. My family have been really supportive, my immediate family. My relationship with my mum in the past 2 years probably has gotten a whole lot better. Not that it was bad, but I think I didn't know how to talk to her about it. The reason I'm sharing my story is because I think that Alzheimer's isn't talked about enough. I don't think as a whole society is dealing with it as well as they could. I don't think there's enough information out there for everyone. I think it would be great if, you know, not great if you got the diagnosis, but if you knew someone that did and there was resources for you to go and look at and realise that actually this isn't uncommon, this is the reality, this is what's going to happen, you can prepare for it, you can make plans, you can do all that, which I don't think we really had that ability to do at the beginning because we didn't know enough about it, and we were mainly focused on the memory thing, which we found out is barely scratching the surface, really. I want people to know that the disease is ultimately fatal. There's no cure, there's no preventative, but you can still see this person, live with this person, look after this person, talk to this person, and help them through what they're, through what's happening. But also that it does affect everyone else. It affects their partner, their children, their siblings. It extends out, and it does affect everyone. So, if people could go somewhere and know what it means, what it is, then I think it would be a lot easier for people to talk about, for people to deal with, and ultimately for the person who has it to be treated with the love and dignity and kindness that they deserve.